Well, hi, friends. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, director of Priests for Life. Welcome to my daily diary segment. Today, I want to tell you what I did from Friday, the 25th of July through Monday, the 28th of July of 2025. It was a busy weekend right here at my headquarters because it was the final weekend of the time period I was able to spend the summertime period of really getting a lot of administrative work caught up on here at the office. And so what happened was, let's go day by day. Friday the 25th started off with staff meeting and broadcast schedule meetings and preparing for the broadcasts of the following week, and meetings with members of staff to get the work of the day underway. I did some early work before breakfast at my desk, and some of the email things I dealt with then and at different desk work periods of the day had to do with the creation of new video spots. One of our media consultants, working with her to book more interviews, some communication with staff about email maintenance, approval of a fax to go out to all the parishes around the country, approval of our next newsletter, preparation of my 40 Days for Life talk coming up. I was keynote for their symposium. Washington Times, communication with the leadership over there about some collaboration and opinion pieces we're sending them. eBlast approval, insert for donor letters, approval of that. The broadcast schedule, as I just mentioned, some letters that I needed to sign in regard to religious exemptions, people asking for assistance with that, and also communication with and about our prospecting efforts. Now, I had meetings with our technology staff. I've been in these days adjusting all the settings on an upgraded iPhone and laptop. Every once in a while when it's time to upgrade these, I don't necessarily do them before it's needed, but when it's needed and before things start to fall behind with the technology, we get new versions of those. So I was working on making the adjustments for my new ones. And then meeting, of course, with our technology people about that. At 10 o'clock, I had the live scripture broadcast here from this studio. Then at 10:30, again, one of our technology staff meeting with me in my office. Met with some more staff, had lunch at 1 o'clock, had a Zoom call with some of our staff that handle correspondence and public outreach. And then at 1:30, a meeting with our website staff who manage the web pages, working on an article for the Washington Times, following up on various staff meetings that I had earlier in the week. Then a 3 o'clock meeting with our video and social media team. Later on in the afternoon, I went over to the local fish store. I always like to stop there once in a while to pick up some food for cooking, and basically did desk work then as the business week concluded and got ready for the work of the weekend. That was the 25th of July. Saturday the 26th, one of the things I worked on here in the office, besides some work in the morning on upcoming trips, was the August detailed planning that I do every month around the 25th, 26th of the month, nailing down further details for the coming month. So did that work on my desk. Some of the email things had to do with promotion of a video where Catholic bishops around the United States are giving their endorsements and praise and gratitude to the work of Priests for Life. Then working on trip plans, a visit to Montana is in the works, and other travel-related planning. At 10 o'clock, was here in the studio doing the live scripture broadcast, and really the rest of the day dedicated to that kind of planning work at my desk and plowing through the piles. Like I mentioned, this was the final weekend. Then before then, I resume a lot of travels for August. And it was a chance to plow through just a lot of paperwork at my desk, and much of that related to reaching out to other organizations and other leaders with whom we're doing collaborative projects, and preparing material for the staff to process in regard to our projects at Priests for Life. So it was a productive afternoon and evening of work. The next day, Sunday, of course, some time of prayer and worship, and some email work having to do with the Pro-Life University that we are building online, trip plans, and the monthly e-letter to our Silent No More regional coordinators. Had some work to do, with the same kind of planning I mentioned for the month of August, and also going through the piles of paperwork. 10 o'clock back here in the studio for the live scripture broadcast. That's always fun. And then more of that kind of desk work that I mentioned throughout the rest of the day, as well as continuing to prepare all the files, make sure all the files on my new laptop are loaded on, and so forth. Then Monday, the 28th, brought the staff back into the office and did a lot of work early in the morning with emails related to our late-term abortion project, donor calls that I need to make, arrangements with media to do interviews, and for us to interview other leaders, approval of our email blast going out, some matters with Rachel's Vineyard projects, the defunding of Planned Parenthood, some work on helping people understand what was going on with that, as well as more communication with the Washington Times. Had our morning staff meeting, had meetings with individual staff, so including our website department, a phone call at 9:30 with our videographer who does a lot of projects and work for us in video editing off-site. Then at 10 o'clock was in here to do the scripture broadcast live. Then at 10:50, I connected here in the studio with another online program that wanted to interview me for about a half hour, and so I did that interview. And then back in connection with our video and social media staff, communication with our communications director, had some lunch. 2 o'clock, had another interview here in the studio with a national news outlet. And then at 2:30, I had a visitor here from a visit by Jenna Ellis, who was one of President Trump's attorneys and is a Christian broadcaster herself. She often has me on her national program. And she's been a friend, and so she had never been to our headquarters here, so she came together with a friend. And we showed them the entire facility. We came in here and we taped a program with her. You may have seen it. And then we also had some good planning conversations about our collaboration and future efforts. That lasted well into the late afternoon, and I had some dinner and did some quiet work in the evening on some of the things that I've already told you I was working on during these days. So 4 productive days here at headquarters, finishing out, or almost finishing out, the month of July. I'll continue to keep you posted on the things I do for 2 reasons. Accountability, transparency, but also because I just love doing them and celebrating the work that God gives us for the unborn. I pray for your work too, and for all your activity. Thanks for watching. God bless you.
The fight to save the unborn will continue long after the Lord calls us home to himself, and so will the work of Priests for Life. You can continue to support that work even then by planning to include Priests for Life in your wills, bequests, retirement accounts, insurance policies, and more. Make this mission part of your estate planning by asking our team of experts about your different options. Please call us at 321-500-1000 and tell us you are interested in supporting Priests for Life through your estate planning. Join our Priests for Life legacy family and let your love for the unborn continue long beyond your lifespan.
Follow him, Frank Pavone, Fr. Frank Pavone. He is the National Director of Priests for Life. Please go to priestsforlife.org.
Frank Pavone. Frank, thank you very much.